Sup, boneheads? Yes, that is offensive to the undead. Don't call me that. Check this shit out. See that? That's a quick swap. Now, what's this? Oh, whoops. What the hell? Huh? No, I'm serious. I'm asking you a question. What do you think? I'm just talking to myself? That's animation canceling. These are two mechanics that I feel aren't really explored in a lot of games. Obviously, not every game needs animation canceling or QuickSwapping, and not every game would benefit from these systems. But when games utilize them, it's usually pretty badass. I recently played a game called Mortal Sin. It's a retro-styled, brutal hack-and-slash roguelike with a fine line between aggression and defension. It's a game that made me realize how much I adore quick swaps. At first, the combat feels like a cakewalk. You're comboing enemies that stand no chance before you. Maybe that's because of the auto combo setting, but just let a fella have his piece, please. Come on. The fuck was he? Your only real obstacles are environmental traps and the absurd amount of reading on item descriptions. Then out of nowhere, on the 10th room, the pace picks up. It feels like I just got hit with a wet napkin. I don't know how to do cloth physics yet, so shut up. Every room becomes tight and compact, which makes for these claustrophobic and hectic fights that really test your reaction speed and situational awareness. All of a sudden, you can't spam and dominate. You have to prioritize targets and eye out the dangers, detach limbs. You have to be aware of environmental hazards and flanks. Mortal Sin isn't afraid to try to box you in order to punish your lack of positioning. After your first quick and painful death, you'll know what to prepare for. No more baby games, no more Google Gaga shit. It's time to use everything in your arsenal. From kicking to animation canceling and quick swapping, Mortal Sin's got it all. Once you master the combat, it'll feel like you're a whole different being. Oh, you think you want to hit me? Fuck out of here, bitch. You'll be parrying projectiles through hordes of creatures, knowing when to back off and toss a grenade into a horde like you're playing COD Zombies. The game gives you a reason to build up combos, as you have a combo meter that gives you increasingly scaling benefits. The higher the combo level, the more iframes and essence you get. You're encouraged to perform different combos, parry, swap weapons, go ham in fights, and just overall be a flashy son of a gun. Another game with these systems that I've been glued to recently is Darktide 40k and or Vermintide 2. Pick your poison. If you haven't heard of these games, 1, they're basically a melee-focused Left 4 Dead. And 2, what the fuck is wrong with you? On the outside, it probably looks like I'm just slamming my cock on... Okay, I love this shit. On the outside, it probably just looks like I'm slamming my forehead into my keyboard. But the combat system goes so much deeper than just button mashing. Every action I perform is a deliberate dance to maximize my killing power, and I ain't gonna stop dancing. How the melee system works is it's basically a tree. When I perform an action, whether it be a light, heavy, or a shove attack, it goes into the next set action in the tree. There's always a pattern. It makes it a much more engaging and unique experience to learn a weapon's entire kit and manipulate the attacks you do. If I'm big dumb idiot pickaxe Ogren, I'm not just gonna slam away at this other armored fatty till he dies. I mean, you can, all power to you. But it's much more efficient to hit him with an overhead heavy attack, animation cancel with a block to reset my attack pattern, and hit him with another overhead slam. This is just the tip of the iceberg. With how fast this game is, the speed at which you can swap your weapons and use your equipment is necessary for survival. If it took me a few seconds to swap from my gun to my melee, this game would be unplayable. Okay, maybe it's an over-exaggeration, but you get the point. It's so blatantly obvious when you're on a team with a veteran, no pun intended. I can't explain how much I love quick swapping and animation canceling in games. It adds so much to the experience, to the skill ceiling. When someone masters those mechanics, you can't help but go, damn, he knows what he's doing, and get a raging boner from it. These games are my Gen Z TikTok. Fuck TikTok. Give me a game with rapid button inputs and I'm not gonna stop thinking about it. It's the same reason why I'm in love with Ultrakill and Doom Eternal. Hey! They're infinitely replayable. There's no restrictions and all the power is right at your fingertips. Some more games with these mechanics that are out of my league are games like Bayonetta or Devil May Cry. I personally have not played these games. I've tried playing Devil May Cry 5, but I think my inputs on my PC were bugging, so I never got past the first flying boss enemy. Take away my gamer card if you want, I don't care. Wait, this isn't mine, what the... So instead of me talking about it, I'll let my good pals who are professionally addicted to these games take the reign.
DMC, you could probably beat the whole game by spamming one button and just win, but it's not as cool. And then in higher difficulties, you're kind of forced to. It encourages you to be all flashy and switch your weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's all style, all substance. You're really ruining the gameplay for yourself if you don't take advantage of that stuff just because it's fun to do.
One of the main swaps that's cool is Royal Guard. So that's my current style, where I can block enemy attacks. If I was good. The cool thing about it is you can cancel animations, so I have my basic sword combos, But if I do like a 1-2 guard, 1-2 guard, I can keep doing that. There's other cancels too, other than Royal Guard. There's suit canceling, I think, so if I swing, I can suit out of it. With Royal Guard, you can also cancel your guns. So a really OP strat people use is shotgun
Oh
canceling.
yes.
So get a ton of damage out. Does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, weapon swapping is like one of the default ones they intend you to learn. So I could like swap to a different weapon and do different moves.
Do you have to jump cancel? Do the thing. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Let me see.
Come on, man. This is your moment.
It's hard.
Oh, he did it. He did it.
Like really high level players, their game looks completely different. I can't really talk about it. You have to just like see it and do it. It's hard to talk about.
Those guys are red. They have Devil Trigger, right? So they're harder to like knock
No,
back.
see the purple like smelly.
Purple.
Oh yeah.
stuff.
So I would assume those guys take a lot more effort to actually combo, right? So it's more worth learning these crazy swaps and things to put so much pressure on them to stun them.
Yeah.
This is max difficulty specific. If enemies are alive for too long, they get DT, and they have like double HP, a lot more damage, and they're way harder to stun.
Oh, so once you're
When
saying
they're
you don't want to
stunned,
you don't want to stop stunning
you don't want to
them.
give them breathing room. Yeah, because
So you want to just go crazy with your combos.
Yeah,
you have to.
And that's where canceling and stuff has to come into play.
Yeah.
I have a
Okay.
question. Does the style meter give you any boosts or buffs? Is there a reason to
You
get the style meter?
more money.
Oh, so money, okay.
A lot more money. I don't remember 3 gives you more DT for style meter. I know
That's what I
5
was going to
does.
ask. Okay, so this guy says, in summary, the higher the style meter, the more stylish the combo.
So it does actually change your attacks with your style meter, but you
Oh,
need
yeah,
to
I
get it at
remember
least
that.
S rank. You need at least S rank.
There's also a fear system. Other enemies get afraid and start backing off or trying to flee if you combo someone too hard, which lets you continue uninterrupted, which I think might be back in 5.
Huh. That's sick.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of good information. I think that's good enough. There's so much more I can talk about, like animation canceling your ion beam charge with a punch, quick swapping in Dark Souls PvP like a fucking nerd, quick swapping in Sea of Thieves like a nerd, quick swapping in Fortnite like a nerd. This guy. YYing in COD to cancel a reload animation, Neo with its stances, Bloodborne with its built-in comboing weapon transformations. But I'm not going to talk about these. To tell you the truth, this whole video is just an excuse to complain about one game. You guessed it, Doom the Dark Ages. Talking negative or having any criticism about Doom the Dark Ages is like saying any sentence using any of the following slightly sexual words. No matter which way you explain yourself, someone's bound to get the wrong idea. With that in mind, I'll try to explain myself the best I can. I've been done with the rest of the video for a while now, but I just can't figure out how I want to talk about the Dark Ages. Not only that, but you might be asking, why am I not animating this part? Well, it's because I'm on crunch time, I'm lazy, I'm already late on my previous upload schedule, if you even want to call this mediocre upload pacing a schedule, and all I want to do is play Night Rain. So you know what? I'm not going to talk about the Dark Ages, because I don't care anymore. Wait, if I'm not going to talk about the Dark Ages, then what am I going to do for the rest of the video? Or how do I end it? I guess by...